So on the go, we're out on the trail. Got my kiddo here and my pup.
Let me see. Hello.
And if you could, like and subscribe as it can outreach more people. Maybe help somebody that's having a bad day have a better day.
Please like and subscribe.
And today we're heading out to the lake. I ended up walking on to and laying down for a while the other day. So we're back on that same trail. I think it was 4 days ago. And yesterday was Valentine's Day. And, well, we'll just get right into it. So yesterday, I felt like it was going to be a rough day. And in doing so, I ended up, having a rough day, even though it really wasn't that bad. Like the circumstances, after thinking everything logically. Hey, let him go run and play.
Huh?
Let him go run and play. He's not hurting anybody. And so the circumstances were only bad in my head due to the assumptions of just other things. So yesterday I woke up, had a pretty decent time. 7:15 like I was saying. And I ended up going and getting my kid and doing the walk with my kid yesterday and pushed it off quite a bit. Well, after that, we ended up having some car troubles after we got back to the car. And so we had to sit there for about an hour. It was pretty cold, and we kind of just cuddled and watched something on my phone while we were waiting on my brother to come down and help me get it jumped.
Wait for me. Dad, I need your hand. I need your hand.
Well, come here.
My hands are... My
Yeah.
legs are getting tired.
So we sat there, we cuddled up,
I need
and
to get picked up.
my plan was to try to take her to a hockey game. Brooklyn. And
Outlet.
we never ended up going because tickets ended up getting sold out before I ended up buying them, because I was seeing if my brother wanted to go with me. And so we ended up not going and doing that. Hey babies, come on. You literally run all day. There's no way that you're tired. We've been out here for less than 5 minutes. And so we're going to just hang out. We got our Valentine's stuff, and we went home and we hung out for a little bit, and then we went out to a restaurant, and then we went to go and get some sodas, and I ended up getting a little beer. Every once in a while I have a beer, and sometimes when I have Buddy come over or whatever, and we're just sitting here talking. No, Brooklyn, that's fine. Stop yelling at him. And okay, just follow behind me. Going off the trail a little bit. Whoa! Yes, there's sticks everywhere. And so we went out to the restaurant. We had a really good time. She got a squishmallow, and it's a little strawberry thing that says berry sweet. She loves it so much. And this is all, like, yesterday turned out to be a pretty good day, besides what the thoughts I had in my head. And it was about somebody that just isn't in my life anymore. And, I really shouldn't be carrying or wondering, because he's big and fast and he doesn't care. Atlas isn't going to run away because he loves us, dude. He likes to be around. Atlas isn't going to run away because he loves us and he likes to be around us. And so the thoughts in my head is the mistake that was made yesterday. But yesterday just wasn't really that bad, so I don't really have much bad to talk about, but I do have a lot of good to talk about. As yesterday is not about having a significant other. It's not about any of that stuff. It is about being surrounded by the people that you love and love you, and celebrating love, not Hallmark. See the lake? Ooh. Pick up your feet. There's sticks. And so we went out to the restaurant, and everybody just adored Brooklyn, and we ended up even going to Ollie's a little bit. We got a couple more candies. And so everything was going super good. We went to the restaurant and we got helped by like every waitress in there. We got helped by the hostess. I mean, everybody just loved Brooklyn. And it turned out to be a super good night. Multiple people that were there even buying food stopped at our table and, you know, said how wonderful and awesome your kid is and how respectful she is. And it just makes me so proud of her, so happy. Great moments. And then even a waitress. Boop, boop, boop.
It's hard.
Yeah. The waitress ended up even inviting me out for a drink later that night. You know, probably thought I was just spending time with my kid and dropping her off after. Which made me feel really good. All right, let's go to the lake. Woo! Pick your feet up. All right, we gotta listen for the ice. I don't. Dang, Atlas. You want to? See the ice?
Huh?
Said see the ice?
Yeah. Let me try.
No, don't do that. We're not trying to break it. And so, you know, I ended up just kind of brushing it off. Didn't really answer the question. Hey, we are on ice. Be very careful. If you run too far ahead or anything like that, and anything happens, that's gonna take that much longer for me to help you. So let's be very careful. Let's just walk. I mean, you can run, but run where we've already been, okay?
Huh?
Run where we've already been. Sounds like there's a woodpecker over there. All right, come on. Come on.
No.
There's even somebody else coming out here. He's okay. Hold on, babies. Brooklyn. Stop making noise just for a second. I thought I heard some cracking. We're okay. And so it turned out to be super good. This looks like coyote, maybe? We need to be careful. Don't be slamming down like that either. So I ended up getting hit on. And don't get me wrong, she was attractive, but I'm just not ready for that. I got so much that I got to work on, and, you know, it's just a little bit too soon. As I'm not trying to bring all this crap that I don't want in my life into the next relationship, especially if it's somebody that, you know, I do want to spend the rest of my life with. I'm not trying to have her take on any of this. And hey, hold on. Shh. Stay close to me. There might be some coyotes or something.
Huh?
There might be some coyotes or something. Just stay close to me. I thought I just heard something like that. Come on. Stay close to me, please. Atlas. See these tracks right here?
Huh?
See these tracks right here?
Uh-huh.
They're pretty fresh. Those are dog tracks. There's only one. Those are dog tracks. There's no people tracks next to them. There's only one thing that's going to make this. That's going to be a coyote or a wolf. I'm not afraid of coyotes. But a wolf would be a little bit different. Should have brought my knife out here. And here, we'll just start turning around. Isn't this cool though? We're out on a lake. So everything was going pretty good. And then, of course, you know, just got to talk to her mom at the end of the night. Which it all was fine and everything, but, you know, I had my assumptions, and, you know, the more that I heard the voice, the more that I seen and everything else, my assumptions started becoming more real in my head. So, at that point, what are you doing? What'd you do, find some coyote pee?
Huh?
I think he's just rolling in coyote pee. And, yep, we're heading back. Come on. And so that's when everything started to really turn and go down. I started even having this anger come out of nowhere, and it was really ruining my night to the point to where even by the time me and the kid were laying in bed, I was pretty much falling asleep. There was no watching a movie or hanging out or anything. I was just so overwhelmed with irritation, and I woke up and I was still, it is, still overwhelmed with irritation. See all of our footprints?
I'm gonna go back.
Yeah. And I ended up, you know, calling my mom, talking to her about it and everything else, which did help make me, you know, calm down. And then after I calmed down and went through, thought about it a little more, I just realized that everything that I was thinking, none of it actually mattered, because it's just not, she's not in my life anymore, and she never will be. So anything that's happening, anything that happened, and anything that is going to happen, it just doesn't really pertain to my life anymore. And so after that, I was just like, wow, dude, you know, a ridiculous waste of time to sit here and think about all that when you could have been doing so many other things to help you progress, to help you get closer with your kid and with your dog. So that being said, from here on out, she just don't matter whatsoever. And no matter what she continues to do and the mistakes that she continues to do and all that stuff, they just don't matter anymore. So really the big thing is
Are we going back?
yes.
Dad?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. The big things that do matter, woo, and continue to matter, show up in my life at a daily basis, not just when there's one person in there. And so, whew, you got caught on a log. Yeah. You're welcome. And it is still hard to have that realization and to try to be okay with everything that's happening, because it does affect my daughter and her mood and her actions. But that's just something that, you know, it doesn't take long to get her out of, and my daughter is worth every step of it. And she made me so proud this morning. She ran outside, not outside, but out to the living room as I'm sitting there doing my mentorship. And she said, "Dad, I'm so proud of myself." I said, "You are? Why?" And she said, "I made the bed all by myself for the first time." So my actions and the way that I talk to her and treat her is showing by the actions that she is now presenting. We're going this way. Do you want to go farther?
Huh?
Do you want to go to like a bridge or something? There's a bridge right down there.
Uh-huh.
You want to?
Uh-huh. Atlas.
Actually, I think we have to go
Atlas.
this way.
Atlas.
We have to go this way and around. It's pretty flat now too, so.
Huh?
Said the snow's pretty flat now too.
How does this fast like a trunk go?
And so every step forward that I take, I'm seeing actions. I'm closer with my family. I've got friends again. I'm making plans. I'm going out and working. I am getting out and doing more and being more part of the community. I'm trying harder on my business. I'm taking the necessary steps to actually turn my life around instead of being hindered because I'm waiting for somebody else to do the same. So that being said, the mistake, I'm not going to say that it's never going to happen again, because, you know, a huge thing that I have is that I love a lot and I give my all to the people that I love, and I try my hardest. Unfortunately, when the one person that I'd put my all into just never wanted to accept it, and so that ended up taking away from everybody else around me as I let it. Now it's my fault for every decision that I made, but it's a lot easier to make the right decision without the person that had me constantly down, that never wanted to get better and was just comfortable sitting in the house not doing anything on a constant daily basis.
We're on a bridge.
It's a lot easier to just continue to do so. So like my kid, she didn't want to go on a walk, did you? But now you're glad that you're out here on a walk, aren't you? Just like I said, you're having fun.
Mm-hmm.
You went out on the ice, you were rolling around, you're running through the woods. It's fun.
And I was making snow angels.
And you were making snow angels.
Yeah, and I was building my snow angel.
And so,
And what those are names? Was it horns?
deer?
One of those names was it horns?
I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know.
Coyote.
No, coyotes don't have horns. Coyote's like a little,
What is coyote?
coyote's like a dog.
Huh?
Like, coyote looks like Athena.
Oh.
And so, just not having that shit around me at a constant, and seeing it in my kid as, you know, there's only one place that she's getting that type of attitude from.
Leopards?
Leopards? They might, I don't think they're out here. They may be.
Dad, do you know what leopards are? Leopards go really fast.
They do.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're out here, baby. I could be wrong, but I don't think they are. And so, not going to get into too much of that just because, you know, I do have my kid with me and everything. But most people will understand exactly what I'm saying.
Ice water.
And don't be walking on that. We're going to go across the bridge.
Atlas,
It's a crazy bridge, huh?
be careful.
And the actions are shown through my kid, through my family, through my friends. Everybody's seeing the change and loving it. And
I want to go back now.
you want to cross back? You just wanted to see the bridge? Okay, we can go back.
Huh?
And I've had some people, you know, saying that as soon as I'm ready and I'm in a better headspace and I got all my shit together, you know, they got friends and all that stuff. And it's definitely nice to know that, you know, there are still people out there that do love and care for me, and just make sure that you're actually reaching out to them, because as you split up, sometimes your name gets slandered by the other person, and it sucks when you're the one that gets slandered. So don't try to fix everything. because some shit's just not your problem. Just fix your problems. And that's really what we're here to do, is go through, get our story out, talk about the good, talk about the bad, talk about what we're going to change and how we're going to do it. And for me, like, while my kid is on the phone, I'm going to be walking into the other room to have complete nothing around that. And that is only because I can't control my emotions. And it's not that I can't, it's that I'm not healed enough to be able to take that next step. And I'm working on it, and it is a journey. But I'm giving myself grace, and I'm figuring out the things that I can do to help me continue to move down this journey of self-reflection and healing and changing. And so today when I woke up and I did my Mindset Mentor 2.0 stuff, I was in the first portion where they talk about changing your identity and the beliefs you have about yourself that hold you back. And one of the biggest beliefs is, that I'm not good enough to stay in other people's lives. And I even believe that about my own kid. But as I started changing and as I started doing this stuff, so did she. And it was no longer that I was this mad guy being loud and obnoxious and head down all the time. Now I'm singing, and we're gonna start skipping soon, huh? Woo! Yeah, Atlas pooped. Atlas pooped back there. That's stinky. And as all that changes, it makes everything better, easier. Life is turning around, and there are points in it that are hard, and those hard things are learning lessons. They're not something that you have to live with. They're something that you learn from and move past. When you sit there and you make a mistake, say on your homework at school, you look at your homework, and if you're just going to say, oh, well, I fucked up, and move on, well, what's going to happen is that when that problem comes up again later on in the future, and it will, because you never learned, you're going to make the same mistake.
Atlas!
And hopefully at that point, you are going to make the effort to change and learn. Dude, you got to chill out if you're going to run into people. So, unfortunately, you can't make people change if they don't want to. And for me, I'm at the stage to where I'm all open to change, and I'm still figuring my purpose. Dude, we're almost back. You can keep walking. You walk more than this at school. And if you're a person that doesn't want to change, that's all right. If you love it the way that you are. That is, honestly, there's people out there that love it the way that they are, even if they are, mean people. But then you had to make that decision. Is that what you want to surround yourself by? Is that the way that you want to be and love to be? And for most, I can say it's probably not. But if that's what you want to be, find that person that's pissed off at the world, that hates everything and doesn't want to do anything, because you're probably going to have the best time of your life if that's how you want it to be. You're surrounded by the people that you want to be. But those out there that don't want to be that and that want to change, it's a hard journey. It's a hard journey. Don't get me wrong. But it is a worthwhile journey, and I'm looking forward to the future to where my mistakes are minimal and my passion is found, and I have love and happiness and connection. I changed my Malabite affirmations even to saying I'm kind-hearted, strong-minded, and in control of myself. And after saying that, today has been the best day that I've had in a really long time. And yes, I have my kid here. It helps. Yes, I got my dog. That helps. But I haven't raised my voice even a little bit. I haven't even gotten angry over anything. You see the gate? It's like right there. It's actually, maybe you can't. So, through yesterday, my mistake was thinking and assuming stuff, and then even looking into it. Not really looking into it, but just passing by and seeing the background and seeing the stuff and finding out other stuff, like asking my mom to watch the dog. And the assumptions just start flowing through. So that is the stuff that just doesn't matter, because those are the things that are the hardest to let go. But it's just when you surround yourself with bad thoughts, you don't just think bad about that one moment, you think bad about every moment and everything around you. And it starts to affect the mood around you, people, even the animals. You start to be lazier and not wanting to do anything and just trying to distract yourself, otherwise known as procrastination. So yes, I assumed I made a mistake. I procrastinated. I made another mistake. I even over-explained at one point about a certain situation that me and my daughter were going through, just even about this walk. And yes, it was great information. Did she pay attention and learn a lot from it? And did it help? 100%. Was she asking why? Of course. But at some point you do have to catch yourself in your issues and your problems. Mine are not, no. And I'm working through that stuff, and I'm giving myself grace, and I'm just worried about the people that are going to be brought into my kid's life. And that's what makes this whole thing so much harder, is that side of stuff I have no control over, and I already see the effect that it takes on my kid when she goes over there. And she's not even being surrounded by terrible people. But there just might be that one person that gets into her life. And there's nothing that I can do to change it. Nothing I can do to make it better. And
I can't walk anymore.
I'm just hoping for the best. And I'm going to do my best. And I'm going to change my life and make sure that I give her everything that she could ever need. And on the go, we don't try to find problems that don't exist, like the future. And we work on finding the problems that we cause ourselves and fixing those problems and becoming the best person that we can be, that's going to make us the happiest at the end of our life. So just keep working on yourself, never give up. And no matter what anybody says or tries to do or tries to bring you down or hold you back, your life is in your hands, and you control every aspect of what you decide to do. So make the right decision. Do what's right for you. Do what's right for your kid. Do what's right for the future people that you bring into your life. Because the better you are, the better they will be. and the happier everyone can have through every experience that they go. So here on the go, we don't run from our problems. We run towards them, fix them, change our lives.